Hey, I told people I'd figure this out. Um, yeah, so I did figure out how to do go live. Yes, sorry if it's a little dark. I actually have my phone in my hand. Fancy that, right? No, not really. It's just a fact. Just how it is. Um, I was on Steam trying to get that all set up. Currently downloading, like I said earlier, MechWarrior Online, and that's almost done. Sorry, I'm too lazy to type, so voice to text comes in handy. Um, but yeah, and if you guys ever want to watch an idiot do a live stream, I'm doing one now. But yeah, as I was saying, I figured it out. Might help if I turn my fan off. Long story short, I was trying to figure out how to do a live stream. I'm like, how the freak do you do one? No big deal. So I had the idea of, yes, my hair's pushed back. Um, of doing what I'm doing. Because normally I have my phone and all fancy setup, blah blah blah. Yeah, no, not this time. Just to warn you, this is probably going to be a short little live stream, just how it is. Because it's 7 a.m. where I'm at. It just quite literally just turned 7 a.m. I've been up for almost 24 hours, and I have to work tonight. Fuck. And about 11 hours I have to work in 11 hours. Hooray, 8-hour shift. Wait, I think 9-hour shift. My bad. I work a 9-hour freaking shift today and tomorrow. Hell, I'm getting paid $9 an hour, US dollars, if people are wondering. Yeah, that's not a lot for what I do, but hell, at least it's something. Yeah, I figured my laptop's not fully charged. What is it at? 95, okay. I don't know if you guys can still see me. I just quite literally just opened Steam. Well, not Steam, the MechWarrior. So, because it's about here-ish, big on my screen. I have a 15.5-inch screen, so you can imagine how it is. I'm just waiting for this game to download because I've watched family member play it, but not this far and this much updated. Apparently, they've done a lot to it. I mean, this you don't have to spend money on to get from point A to point B. It does help, but I'm not willing to drop almost $400, $500 on it. Well, that's not far fetched from what I was doing before. I mean, so I've been taking the UTA. I've mentioned UTA before. It's a Utah Transit Authority. It's just a bus, train, whatever you want to call it. But I've been taking that to work. And I figured, how much money am I spending on the 5 days I work? Because I only need it once. And for like 25 minutes to 30-minute ride, it's $250. No matter if you're going 4 stops down, even 2 stops down, it's $250. Even if anywhere between like 1 stop to 30, 40 stops, it still is $2.50 for US dollars. Um, but yeah, I figured it's $50 for the month I'm doing it because I'll do the math and actually show you guys, okay? Gotta unlock my phone. So if it's $2.50 times the 5 days I work a week, which is okay. Apparently that's backwards and it's not going to focus. Is $12.50. So that's not half bad. But if you times that by 4, it's $50 a month. But then if you times that by 12, that's $600 a year. And it's not half bad, honestly, but it's kind of worth it in a sense. Yeah, I could walk the 2.5 miles to work every day, which would be actually better. But the problem is, it's uphill, and by the time I get to work, I'm tired. Of course, I leave my house 2 hours early every day, so it's not half bad. It's reasonable, but not half bad. It's fun though. Okay, let's see what mech we're. Oh, hooray! Not even halfway done. I just hope it's good to go by 10 o'clock. Simply, well, at 7:30 in like 25 minutes, I'm actually gonna simply put it, get into the shower, take a shower, and go down to my local mom and pop store, which I've mentioned quite a bit, and get something to eat for breakfast slash lunch until I get to work. Then I'll probably pick something up for dinner because I don't work until 6, so that's not half bad. It gives me time to get something to eat at 5, call it good. Yeah, it's dinner rush for where I work because I work at Taco Bell. Fucking hate it. Absolutely fucking hate it. Um, but yeah, it's okay. I don't mind the people I work with. There's some people who come to me, they're like, "Oh, do you know how to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, but if I was you, I'd go ask the manager in charge and not ask me." Because everyone thinks, "Oh, yeah, you know this. You've worked at another Taco Bell before. I can get away with asking you." No, because I've been yelled at because of that before. And I tell them, if it's any high count, like high questions, like, "Oh, what's the time on the beef?" or "How do you prep this?" I'll be like, "Go ask the manager. I'm not a manager." Of course, the store owner, well, not the store owner, but the store boss is like, "Well, if you're with us for like another 3 months, maybe 4 months, I could probably make you a manager." I'm like, fuck. Seriously? There's 2 reasons I say no to that. One, because I'm hourly, so that means I make more than a salary person. Two, salary. I hate it. Yes, you get a bonus, but you never know when you're going to get one of those. And plus, if you work, for example, 11 to 5, which is my old schedule, you get paid for that. If you go over, you don't get paid for that at all. If you're late, as soon as that hits 11, that's when your clock for your salary kicks in. Normal, right? Utterly bloody normal. And of course, I'd rather not have people come to me and go, "Oh, can you do this?" I'll be like, "Fuck." Because where I work and the company I work for, we have a 4-digit login. Most of us don't have that 4-digit. Some of us actually have a 2-digit. Like mine's a 4-digit. Mine was custom from me. Yes, some of us have that choice, but the problem is you have to have a manager or an area coach approval. Me, I had an area coach. I love it when I know the area coach. But yeah, it's just how it is. But Fuck. I absolutely hate it. Anyways, I can't send friend requests. Not until I spend $5 on Steam, then I can do that. Stupid as hell. But yeah, I have crew members, which is pretty much what I am, which is a non-management um person, basically. Come to me like, "Oh, how do you do this?" Like, they ask me simple questions like, "How do I do fill up the sink and get it to run so I can do the dishes?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, this, and this." No big problem, right? Or like, "What do I what should I be doing now?" I'm like, "Go ask the MIC, which is manager in charge," for the people who don't know. Or they're like, "Oh, how do you do this?" It's like, for example, "Where is this item in the computer?" Or, "Can I do this?" Be like, depending on what it is, I can do it. Or my personal favorite, "Can you do a manager discount?" And I look at them, go, "Does it look like I have a manager's shirt? Do I have keys to the store?" And they're like, "No." There's your answer. And I walk away. And everyone thinks I'm like 17, 18, anywhere between 16 and 19 years old. Then I tell them I'm 22. And they all look at me like, "Wait, what?" I'm older than a manager there by 11 days. And I tell them that. They're like, "Wait, no, seriously?" I'm like, "Yeah, there's a reason why I'm not a manager yet." And I tell them, they're like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." I'm like, "Yeah, I've been offered a manager position at my other store, but I've turned it down every single time. Not because it's salary or the stuff. It's because, well, the true second reason why I don't want to be a manager, because you get moved around during the day so much. Like one day you can work anywhere like 11 to 5 to a closing shift. And if you're not lucky, go from a closing shift right to an opening shift. Closing is anywhere between like 4 p.m. to like 1 a.m. But that's when we technically close. That's when we stop taking customers. Yeah, it's a little screwy, but it's reasonable. But we technically don't close the store until an hour later or until the dishes are done. Problem is working at a busy store like I do now instead of a laid back one, you have more dishes, meaning you're there longer. If you don't have the right people to do the dishes or make the food fast enough, you're pretty much SOL. At my store, I walked in, the area coach knew me. She's like, "I need you to come in tomorrow for an interview." I'm like, "I can't. I have a funeral." And that was like a month ago. And she's like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Come back Monday," because it was a Friday. Walked in, had the job. No interview, nothing. Just walked in, had it. Went back home for a couple hours, came back, did my 6 to 2 closing shift, called it good. Kinda nice to have certain connections like that, but you get used to it pretty damn quick. Um, but yeah, like, with the manager stuff, yeah, it's kinda shitty, honestly, but you get used to it. According to the managers I've worked with and dated 1. 1, don't put an S on that. 1. Um, but yeah, as soon as the area coach found out that, because you're not supposed to date managers if you're a crew member like I am. I didn't know that. I know that now. They will get transferred. I don't know if that does it now. I'm not 100% sure. But the problem is, I know for a fact you're not supposed to work with your spouse. And at my store, that's happening. A crew member and a manager are husband and wife. And I look at it and go, seriously? One of them is not transferred yet? Because in my old store, there were two managers, and they're both married. work at 2 different stores. Same area coach, just 2 different stores, like, different ends of the state, basically. One's in North Temple, if I remember correctly, and the other one was at the West Jordan store, which I worked at. Got all of it. Water. The uncle I speak of. Plus the cat, who doesn't like to shut up. But yeah. Gotta love the weird quirkiness at my work. Best part is, doing closing shift, most of us are 18 or older, so we can talk about some weird ass shit. Like the group chat I'm in. Oh, we talk about some weird ass shit at work. Nothing like the group chat I'm in. Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Yeah, it can be trippy here and there, but reasonable to an extent. And I should probably plug my phone in. And hey, my Bluetooth speaker is actually fully fucking charged. Not like I have to plug my phone in. I have a portable charger and my laptop, so I can charge my phone. All I need is the cable. I don't like charging things off my laptop. I can turn off the RGB from my mouse. Best mouse. The scroll wheel and these 2 buttons are dead quiet, and I have no clue what I just clicked. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Is it done now? No. Closer to halfway, but still not halfway. But yeah. My mouse is an RGB one. It gives me the option to turn it off or on. If I don't use it, it lasts for 30 days. But yeah, the managers are bullshit. Seriously. I get people to ask me all the freaking time, and it's frustrating. Like, yesterday, I had a crew member ask, what was it? How do you fill up the main sink? Because it's freaking massive. And massive. The main sink is massive, honestly. It is, I want to say, 4.5 feet wide by 3 feet, like, towards the wall, like, away from you. And I want to say, because it's like 4.5 feet this way, depth, I think is 3 feet. Not sure. It's big enough to swallow short people. And we have like a power washing system. It's a little box about yay big. Just sits on the right hand side because it goes the main sink, the center sink, and the sanitizer sink all the way to the left. At my other store, kind of the same in a sense. Normal shit. Well, it's not normal. When you watch a short girl try to do the dishes, that's not normal. Yes, it might be jailbait, but it's a little funny. Especially when they say, "Hey, Patrick, can you come and help me?" I'll be like, "Fuck me." And in my head, I'm like, I wouldn't mind them actually fucking me, but then I realize, fuck, jailbait. There's other people who are my age or older, as like women-wise. They're too old for me, or they're married, or they have a boyfriend. Yeah. Or not my type. Hell, there's Marine working with me. She is 18, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no. She's not my type. 2, she's married. 3, she's a Marine. I have nothing against Marines. Besides that, my half sister is a dumbass Marine. Only thing I have against the Marines, they took someone in like that. Complete numb idiot. Fuck, I have 12 minutes until I actually have to get my ass in. Like to be at the store when they open at like 8. 8 a.m. But yeah, I have so many people ask me questions. I think my personal favorite one I get asked, which managers should honestly answer, and I always tell them, go ask your MIC, is the fact, okay, I asked this question too, that's why it's my personal favorite. Can I do such and such with a food item? It's like, because a customer asked me yesterday for this example, if I can, because we sell steak nachos about box about yay big, not big. It's 5 something with tax because it comes with medium drink and nothing else besides the nachos. And the guy asked, "Can I do half and half with like steak and chicken?" And I'm like, "I think so." And the MIC, which has to have a headset on at all the time when we're open, and they're like, "Yes, yes, we can." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I tell them, "Yeah, we can." And it's just fun to do things like that. Like another one of my favorites, I would have to say, absolutely have to say, is when people ask me, "Can you take the onions off the bean burritos?" Because our bean burritos come with red sauce, beans, cheese, and onions. I'm like, okay. Or when they like say, "Can you take the tomatoes off the crunchy taco?" The basic crunchy taco does not come with tomatoes. You numbskulls. That's all I'm saying. If you want something with not something in it, and it's a basic, and like the supreme version comes with it, yeah, I get it. Like I get people ask with the supreme tacos, "Oh, can you take the sour cream and the tomatoes off?" That's what makes it supreme. Or when some of my coworkers go, take the supreme taco and remove the tomatoes and think, "Oh yeah, that will count towards our thing," because at my work we're supposed to ask. This is a new thing. For double meat or double sour cream slash add sour cream, and because we're having a kind of a race with other stores in our area, and because of our area coach, because her boss and his boss, her two bosses above her are both named Bill. So yeah, it's a little weird. I've never met the highest Bill, but I've met the one under the first Bill. Yeah, which is above my area coach. Yeah, I've met him. He's actually quite entertaining. Um, but yeah, we're supposed to have a race. Like we used to have to actually say like, "Here's your X amount of food items." I don't say it because it's one waste of time. Two, it's pointless. Yeah, it kind of makes sure you have all the items in the bag. If it's like 6 and less items, if it's more than that, yeah. If the people who are making the food don't count it and make sure they have everything, yeah, there's no bloody way. Yeah, we miss some items here and there, depending on the people who are making it. And we call those people the lying people. I'm pretty sure you can figure out why they called the lying people. But yeah, and those guys are actually known as food champions. I'm known as service champion, the people who take your order and do other things besides making the food. That reminds me, I gotta actually study for that food stuff. Not like we have a test on it or anything. Well, technically we do. It's called making the food every day. Yeah, after a while, you just become second nature. I mean, yeah, I can make some things by myself online. For example, like the steak quesarito. Yeah, I can't tell you what comes on it right off the top of my head. I would have to cheat. Like I know I take the jalapeno sauce off, add double the steak, double the nacho cheese, and double the sour cream. Yeah, I can add like double the rice too, but it's pointless, honestly. Just not my forte. Seriously, it's just not my forte. It's just how it is. But anyways, I'm done with the testing. I actually got to take my bracelets off so I can actually get my ass in the shower. So I can actually go down, get something to eat. I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna pass out. Just how it is. But yeah, I'll try to do a live stream this upcoming Wednesday. If not, it will probably be on my laptop, not my phone. My phone, yeah, it's nice. Not until I can actually get my phone turned on, then I'll do live streams so you don't see, well, that.